Hello everyone, and what is going on? It's Sensei Pink, and I'm coming back to you guys for my review on Lore Olympus episode 111. Alright, now I think you guys know the drill. Go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and make sure that you hit that subscribe and notification button to see more weekly videos. Kicking off this episode, we follow Percy's dispersed butterflies, which travel all the way from the underworld to the outside of her home and behind one of Artemis's targets used for target practice. Now, before I proceed, I honestly have to say that I just cannot believe how wrong I was. Like last week, I really thought that our girl Percy was just being sent home. I thought she was going to be sent packing, but obviously Rachel said no, that's not it. Gotcha. So let's keep moving forward. Moving along, Percy finds herself outside of the house completely nude, and she quickly rushes inside, gets dressed, and goes into the bathroom and begins venting. As she is venting to herself in the mirror, her reflection turns into the red-eyed bad bitch of the series, red-eyed Percy, and tells her other self, the good Percy, off by saying that she shouldn't go crying to her because she would have devoured him, aka Hades, a long time ago. Red-eyed Percy goes even further by saying that good Percy is the one that lost the plot over the kiss, okay? And that there's a reason why everyone treats her like a baby. Now losing her cool, good Percy just yells at her reflection to shut up, but then sees her regular reflection on the other side of the mirror. Now, after Persephone's Azula moment from Avatar: The Last Airbender, we cut over to Hades, who is trying to piece together like what just happened. Now back in his office and researching some answers on why a goddess might turn into butterflies on Oracle, aka Google, he begins to get upset with himself because of his lack of self-control and that he broke their boundaries. Although this is entirely Hades' fault, like always, he has to put the blame on something else, so he chooses Cerberus, who is nearby. Don't worry, Cerberus, we all know that you're a good boy. Moving into the next day, we are then brought to Mint, who is in her bathroom. She's getting all ready for work, prettied up, and I ain't gonna lie, she does look cute, but when she gets to work, she fails miserably to get Hades' attention, and after her satisfaction is denied, she goes back to her desk upset and begins to vent by texting Thetis about what just happened. After a few back and forth texts with Salty Fish, Mint looks up from her phone and is surprised to see Persephone standing right in front of her, but she thinks that she's there to see Hades, but we get a curveball, and instead Persephone is there to see Mint. Percy then tells Mint that she would like her assistance in learning how to use the computer, and although Mint immediately declines, our girl Percy pulls out the incorrect directions that she gave her to Tower 4 and threatens to show them to Hecate. Now, with Mint in line and tutoring her on how to use the computer, Mint eventually brings up the topic of Hades and how well he treated her at the beginning of their relationship. Percy, who just doesn't want to hear it, just bluntly tells Mint that her and Hades aren't together. Why you lying, Percy? And then begins to apologize for breaking them up. Mint then begins to chuckle at her comment and tells her that she knows that she ain't sorry. Mint continues by telling Percy that Hades will run back to her once he realizes that Percy isn't what he signed up for. Percy then asks Mint like, what the heck does she mean? But Mint hits back at her with the question of, you tell me, Core. As this little intense moment comes to an end, Thanatos rushes in looking all beat up and tells Mint that they gotta go in a hurry, and they both leave with Thanatos whispering in Mint's ear as they rush down the hallway. Lastly, we cut over to the Fates, and we end off this episode with them revealing that Hades' memory is officially ready. Now, jumping right into this, first of all, I cannot wait for red-eyed Percy to show up and show out, because obviously she is that bitch, okay? I feel like further into the story, she is going to come out and stay out, and like inner / good Persephone, whatever you want to call her, is going to have to work within herself so that she can learn how to balance both her personalities. Next, I appreciate the chuckles that this episode gave me, like when Hades was searching on Google as to why Percy turned into butterflies, and just how Percy just straight up blackmailed men. Like no remorse whatsoever. And lastly, I just want to know, why the hell was Thanatos all beat up, and why was he in a rush to go get Mint? So with that question up in the air, let's jump into some predictions for episode 112. For my first prediction, Going back to Thanatos, all beat up and in a rush, we think that Hermes was instructed to put the pause on him. And now, for some reason, Demeter is about to show up and show out. I also think that, maybe Thanatos knows this, and that's why he rushed to go get Mint, because he knows that her ass is on the chopping block because she's the head of the anti-Percy squad. Like, I'm pretty sure Hermes, who knew about Mint and Hades' relationship, can deduce that she's in on this plot, so now the meter's coming for her. Now for my second and last prediction today. Since Hades' lost memory is finally ready, I think that he's going to find out more than he bargained for in this memory. Like, maybe he's going to find out more about Red-Eye Percy, or just maybe a different secret that he's really not supposed to know about, and specifically the reason why Demeter didn't want Percy to see any men on the premises. Well, let me know, what do you guys think that Hades is going to uncover in this lost memory in the comments below? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and smash that like button if you enjoyed watching. And lastly, guys, hit that subscribe and notification button to see more of me, Sensei Pink.